Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab, contemplating. I got a nice little lesson for you today. I troll my guys in the morning, and my guru, he had an idea, and I'm gonna do this concept about dreams. This is gonna be nice. Okay, let's rock. Rightisms. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. See where we're going with this? If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. See where we're going? So let's get it together and I ask the question. Do you know you? When I'm through, you will. If you pay attention, it's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. Knowing thyself is five kinds of people, and I read it to you every day. For those who don't know this, one, I'm trying to explain to you. There are five kinds of people, and you figure out which one is you and do what you need to do to be who you need to be. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. So you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I got you. Pay attention. I appreciate you too. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Know thyself and always to who? Maya, be true to thyself. That's who Maya is. Right thinkers, P Funk philosophy on dreams are life reruns. Don't live your dreams, change them by meditating. Your dreams are the past. Meditating the future. This is the concept I just came up with after listening, so I'm gonna just try to figure this in some way or another. And that's why I don't ask people's opinion. I asked somebody about a dream. They went, I said, no, I ain't gonna do that. No need more about that. So I don't confer. I don't get people's opinion. No, that don't make that. No. If I listened to them, I wouldn't be doing this. So yeah. Your dreams, again, from a philosophical concept, are your memory reruns. It's like watching the same thing. Oh, that's in your mind. When you go to sleep, that's what it does. It just put out what it wants and just run it. Reruns. When you meditate, you don't see your past. What? You see the future. Meditating is getting information that's going to project you that way. Dreaming keeps you locked into what? What you already done. See where I'm going with this? Some people get it, some people won't. But I know that I asked a couple of people, they didn't have a clue about this perspective. I ain't even praying to them. I just, okay, I let it go. So again, meditating is seeing your future, not your past. That's just a philosophical concept of me, what? Know how the brain works. I put that time to study. So for those who don't know, don't waste your time trying to get information from them. So that's why you teach them. But if they believe they know, ain't nothing you can do for them. Leave them alone. Trust me. They got a phrase. Don't cast your pearls for swine. That means don't waste your time with ignorant people. It ain't actually pearls. It ain't actually a pig. Come on, man. That's another parable. Y'all don't get the concepts, okay? I'm a subliminal messenger. I can talk to you subliminally. Hopefully, if you get the message, you understand it, you'll get it. If not, swing and a miss. So I understand that too. When we dream from our memory. Again, memory means something that already happened, not what's going to happen. That's clairvoyance, seeing the future. But again, for all those ignorant people who don't know how the brain works, I don't have time to play psychiatrist for you. You need to understand. I'm telling you what I know about the brain and how it works. If you don't be hassling me because you don't know. We dream in our past, not the future. Why? Because dreams are all memory based. That's why. That's why that you can't dream of something that never happened. You can't know something that you don't know. The memory reel is your brain. Your subconscious runs by what? Whatever been put into it. Your Akashic record is your high conscious mind. Trust me, I know how this brain thing works. Doing it for a while. And I'm still learning about what the brain, we ain't finished, but I got a good breakdown understanding of it. And for those who don't get this concept, oh, I dream of the future. No, you know, you're just ignorant and don't get the concept. So let me try to help you out. I thought about my dream state. And I gave it a good, I kept thinking about it. So I've never dreamed the future. Okay? Think if you just don't play the, oh, Samara, I ain't got time for that. Okay? You can't dream the future. Again, I mean, I'm not here to debate. I'm just proving your fact. You got to figure it out for yourself. All you have in the subconscious is past experience, not future. Why? Because the mind in the dream state only goes with what's on the real. You can't turn your TV on to another channel until you put on that channel. Okay? It's frequency, vibration, and you vibrate at a certain frequency. A lot of people don't understand that, but what you understand and what it really don't make a difference to me. All right. But again, because your ignorance, don't debate me when I give you something you think different or don't agree with. I don't care. Don't matter to me. All right. But our imagination is not our dreams. Imagination state comes from what? Meditating. Opening your mind, freeing the mind from the past experience. You don't need that. You already got that. The Akashic Records, that's the new stuff. Okay. And the projection. Your imagination is the projector of your what? The future. It can see ahead. It don't rely on the past. Why? It don't need that information. Dreams are mental reruns. Again, I'm dealing with this thing here. I know about this thing here. It's the most sophisticated machinery known to man, and it don't come with instructions, just instructors. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not none of those things, but I can instruct on how to use this thing right here. I've mastered that. How about that? And what I got, you can't get in the classroom. Thank you. Right thinking. Now you can't get that in the classroom. Philosophy is what? Living for the unknown. Life is a mystery. You got to walk into the dark. Everything in front of you, you don't know what it is. You got to walk it. You got to experience it. That's why at near-death experience, everybody freak out. Why? They want to go to the light. I'm a dark guy. Red is my favorite color. I done got black happy. Why? I'm for some reason I'm just comfortable in black. Red gets me excited. Black calms me to a degree where I feel more laid back, and there's a difference. Yeah, when I wear different colors, I'm in a different mood. The spectrum tell you that. Moving on, I ain't got time for that. All right, but right thinking is living what? Going for the unknown, going to that journey you never been before. I don't want to keep repeating the same damn thing. I can't go back to that. I don't want to live like that. That don't make no sense. So I go to the unknown, what I haven't done before. Dun, 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 dun. That's what right thinking and meditation gets you prepared for. You're preparing for the journey that you don't have no idea what's ahead of you. The winding stairs, always. The Masonic Order had it perfect. I taught that philosophy to my son. Be vigilant, moving up, and always be aware of where you're going. That's why. In life, it ain't a straight shot. Why? If you can see your future, it ain't no big deal. But if you don't know your future, you got to read it. You got to obtain it. You got to experience it. We are spiritual beings here to have a human experience. Experience is all about living it, having it, experiencing it. So now what? You know. Knowing thyself means you experience God for yourself. Wow, that was a mouthful. Calm down. But being a right thinker, I started thinking, and all my dreams was about yeah. Hello. Think about that. Wow, freaked me out because I didn't look at it. I start when I'm contemplating. I'm looking at me. I didn't ever look at it that way again. But because I meditate, my future is bright as you need. You need shade to see my future. Why? That's how bright it is. But the past, I ain't beat for that. Why? It's behind me. I can't do nothing about that. I get my future, aka clairvoyance, on when doing my meditation state. I know that. I know that. I know that. When you practice meditating, I'm a yogi, and when you go to that next level, you know a whole lot of stuff that you didn't get from a book or you just know them. I've been doing that for a while now. How do I know that? Where did that come from? Intuition of knowledge. We all have it, but you got to raise your conscious level to get to it. And in rewinding on my dreams, okay, what happened? Dream state, and it's all what reruns. And I think yeah, I didn't think about that. I didn't dream the future. We can't. That's why. And an ignorant person, oh, I dream the future. I saw myself. Okay, I ain't got time for that. Again, you confusing one thing with another, and I ain't got time to teach them. So your ignorance, your unconscious state, aka y'all call it dream state, only can what? Remember. Memory is based on what happened. Future events ain't memory. That's imagination. That's two different things. And no imagination is in the dream. The dream is the dream. You woke. Your imagination, you when you're awake, you're imagining. You're using the parts of your brain when you're woke, not when you sleep. Your subconscious has the ability to what? Go into the future, present, and past conceptually. Okay? That means you laying in the bed, sleep. This thing up here, called an astral projector, it can go anywhere it thinks it can. Okay? And not a time in your dream does you go into the future. It's always what you experience. So to argue that point, I ain't no waste my time. I tried. I put the argument up myself. I thought about it. No, I gave every argument I can come up with. And dreams are not life, but they are reruns of what? Past lives. Ain't nobody dreamt the future life. But our goals we set in our dreams, because that's our dreams. They got the concept again, they take you around the way. Wake up and live for what? The moment. Everything is live. Why? If you experience it, it's alive. Moving on. But when you can think, imagine while you walk, you can do that all day. Daydream and have all these. But when you sleep, you ain't in control. That's why. And we all love what? Watching reruns. Some people lives are based on sitcoms rerun. They got channels that just show you reruns. Happy Days. Or, man, I don't want to see that nonsense no more. I grew up with a whole bunch of sitcoms. Okay, that's why we spent most of our time watching sitcoms. That's what was raising us. And they knew that they would control and manipulate your mind a long time ago. Okay, from the cartoons, from Disney, they had this all figured out. And they still playing y'all like fiddles. I say y'all, why? I done woke up. I see the game. A lot of us, okay, I'm out the matrix. You call me Neo. Why? I don't crack the matrix. Okay, I'll be Morpheus. I help you crack it because that's what I'm trying to hit you do. Get out the matrix. So yeah, call me Morpheus. All right. Again, we are all living, watching reruns in our minds when we go to sleep, sports, games, etc. But we can't go back to them. You can remember them, but you can't bring them back. And some of us are comfortable, what? Living in our past. Reliving situations, the same shit. Come on, I know people you run into still talking about stuff 40, 50 years ago. I had to just check myself and yeah, and move on. I ain't got time for that, okay? Do you know those people, those kind of people, that every time you talk to them, they tell you about what used to be? Not what's going to be. Not what they're doing, but always what? God, geez, say that for the dream state. That shouldn't be conversation stuff. All right. But when you're stuck in your own mind, in your memory, aka dreams, when they said there's nothing comes to sleep but a dream. If you living in dream, that means you still sleep. You still just getting dreams. You still got history that you still living in the past. That's not the way to go. And you're not living what you're existing. You just here. I see people comfortable just here. Just no aspiration to do better, to get. They just going along, just just I don't know what they're doing. But if you're not progressing, I'm going to get what I want out of life or die trying. Because I'm going to consistently be progressing and trying to be my best self. That don't stop. Moving on, just gave you a lesson about the winners and losers. Winners don't lose. Why? Because they don't give up. Quitters give you all kinds of excuses why they lost. Because they gave up. All right. But nothing comes to what? Sleepers but dreams. And some people comfortable with that dream mind state. It drives me crazy. Wake up. Wake up. Live for what? Your future. You got new things planned. You should. What? Tomorrow ain't gonna be like yesterday. Tomorrow's a new day. It's gonna be something. Get ready for the live in the now and prepare for what's coming. Cause it's always something coming. Be ready. Be ready. Going up, you gotta be ready. Why? Something coming. Be ready. Where we at? Dreams, okay. Dreams are not future, but they're your past. You can't dream the future because you don't have the ability in that mindset. It don't work that way. If you don't meditate, you're not going to see the future. You practicing clairvoyance when you meditate. It's giving you a vision of what? The future. In your dream state, all you got is your memory. Come on now. It shouldn't be that hard. And I didn't want to debate or argue with it, but I thought I had a nice point, and all of a sudden I got you you don't know how this thing works. You don't know how this works. I keep remembering, if I'm trying to tell you something that's on a college level and you're still on grammar school level, we're not going to meet. So I realized that I'll leave you be, and you can do whatever it is you choose. I ain't got no problem. Okay. But you don't dream your future. I'm freaking out. Why? Because I never thought about it like that. And once I get, well, I be my dude, that dude, the guy I listen to, he ain't been wrong yet. I question everything he say. I go behind him and I just do my. That brother is sharp, okay, and he keeps me sharp. Why? I'm listening and I'm following, and yeah, he know what he's talking about. And like that, watch this. I'm freaking out because I never thought of it like that. But now that I do, makes a whole lot of sense. Again, you know what he's talking about. You might want to dismiss. No. You might not like it, don't care, but he know. Dreams of being what or doing is really aspiring. When we aspire, okay, to do, to be, now we call that what? Dreams. But we dream of our past. We aspire and imagine for our future. That's the mystery of life that you have to walk into. The light you see, the mystery you don't. Come on now, go to the dark. Go take the dark side. Everybody's scared of the dark. Everybody's scared of the dark. Your pineal gland is the most comfortable in the dark. Did you know that? It's the light that's in the dark. And it's where the future lies, but not in the subconscious. Subconscious just reports, rewind, and play it back. That's what it does. That's its job. It ain't trying to imagine. That ain't what it does. Simple. Meditating is seeing what? The unknown. God is unknown. God is invisible. But you are seeing in God what? In your mind. That's where he resides. He ain't physical. He ain't walk around. You gonna see God? No. Stop with that. Why? That's just your imagination, but that's not what it is. Okay. When meditation, when the words of in the words of Jesus, meditating for him is the only way to the Father. It's through me, through meditating. He was telling you, do this. He was telling you, follow me. He was telling you, be like me. He was giving you parables so you can think and become a person for themselves, who thinks for themselves, who knows for themselves, know the Father for themselves. He was the teacher. Y'all call him the rabbi or rabboni, whatever. All that. And y'all still don't get the concept. That's freaking me out. Why? He didn't exist. He's a concept. Like my Maya, she don't exist, but she's a principle. She's a philosophy that we can follow and manifest. Y'all don't seem to understand that about that Jesus guy from the Bible. Why not? They say the same thing in the Bible. I knew it took, Jesus, he took meditation to get to God. That's what he's trying to get y'all to understand. The 12 disciples are the 12 cardinal nerves in the brain, the zodiac sign. He didn't speak it like that, but he was trying to get y'all to understand. I got 12 disciples. I got the zodiac sign. I know the zodiac. the Mizrah. Okay, but again, the way to God is through meditation. The yogis tell you that. Everybody in the Middle East know that. We Western civilization, we got caught up in the wash, so to speak, with the nonsense. So now it's a constant battle: what good and evil. The evil ones think they're good, and the good ones think they're evil. Back and forth, never coming together for what to understand. You got a right to believe. If what your beliefs is making me hurting me, then we gonna have to deal. But if your beliefs don't hurt me or harm me, believe what you want. That's God's inalienable right that man has. All that being treated fair by man, God didn't institute that. Man takes care of that. Moving on. Racism, prejudice, that ain't godly. That's man. Religion, man. Spirituality, godly. Let's go. Meditation is what? Getting information directly from the source. How we do that? See, if you don't know the source is in you, you ain't never going to find the source. That's what religion put the source outside you, seeing you on this wild goose chase. I don't like to play that game by chasing the carrot. I hate that. Okay, give it to them and let them go for themselves. Stop with the BSing. Okay, stringing them along. I hate that. I don't like that. But you give them knowledge in increments. But you give them the truth. That way, it won't bother them. Why? It's the truth. Meditation is the what? Telepathy. That means mind communication, not verbal words. It's all in here. It's all up here. That's what meditation made. In the Bible, y'all Christians say, God tell you what, steal yourself. You can't meditate moving. Get comfortable while you're gonna be there a while. That's why. So stop. Let God do the talking. All we want to do is pray. Everybody wants to pray. They want to talk to God. They want to talk to God. Do you listen to God? I listen to God. Meditate. See, again, these things that you can learn. If you don't know, just learn them. I'm not ragging on you because you don't know. I can't have a problem with you being ignorant. I'm ignorant of a whole lot of stuff, so I don't have an issue with people being ignorant. My problem is with people who want to remain ignorant, who's comfortable being ignorant. That's what I don't prescribe to. Let me wrap this up again. Appreciate you tuning in. I got to go. We all have minds. And in our minds, this little thing called a pineal gland, that's God's transmitter. We got a heart. That's the spirit that God gives us. You use them both to know thyself, a.k.a. God. That's my lesson. That's my message. And dreams are always in the rearview mirror. Meditations that way. So, right thinkers, go that way. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. In closing, may you all live to be 100. Me 100 minus a day. So I know that my right thinkers who now know that the dreams are reruns and have passed away. Don't dream, meditate. I'm out.